Hey, what's up out there? So, I'm doing one of these podcast type videos. I don't even know if I should call it that. It's just me kind of babbling. It's not really much of a podcast, but whatever. It's all good. Today or right now, I would like to make a artist suggestion. Um I want to suggest to you guys the band The Moffitts. Now, a number of you probably already know who the Moffitts are. Maybe some of you are a big fan of theirs. I, for one, am a decently big fan of theirs, actually. Um, Now, if you don't know who the Moffitts are, they are a band of brothers. Now, what makes them really unique is that there is a brother named Scott, who is the oldest brother, and then he has three younger siblings who are triplets. Two of which are identical twins, which is Clint and Bob, and then fraternal twin Dave, and they're not even a full year younger than them, or younger than Scott. Sorry, they're not even a full year younger than Scott. So they have a really interesting dynamic. Um, Now, they rose to fame in the late '90s, um, and they were releasing sort of like pop rock, power pop. This was around the time Hanson was hitting it big. Hanson a little bit before them. Now, the Moffitts were often compared to Hanson, um, and that is because they are a band of brothers and they have similarities. I actually think it was a conscious effort to actually kind of have a similar sound to Hanson, especially with their lead single, their first single from their hit album, Chapter 1 A New Beginning, which was the album that launched them into stardom. Um, I'll Be There For You and the song Bop sound very similar. So if you're into that kind of music, they do offer that kind of sound. Um, but they got really popular, and then they had a reissue of that album the following year. So in 1999, they had a reissue, and a lot of the songs had a lot more edge to it. The band The Moffitts really did like edgy music, and I think that the producers really wanted them to be a pop band, but they did really like edgy music. They came from a country background, but in the reissue they had edgier songs, and then they had more pop rock feel to some of their new songs, which subsequently means that the original album has songs that the reissue doesn't. But the reissue has a lot of nice songs though. Um, but after that, when they released the album after that in 2000, uh, they released a total rock album. Now, as far as their two albums that Chapter 1 A New Beginning and Submodalities, these are the two most popular albums of theirs. They're both really good, in my opinion. I think they have a lot of great songs. Even the rock one, if you're not into rock, I would give it a chance. It's rock, but it kind of has there's a weird like pop appeal to it. But it's definitely rock. Um, so what are they doing now? Well, they've separated since they broke up in 2001. They're doing music now, but for a while there they split up, went their own ways, and went their own ways doing their own music projects and whatever. And Dave didn't really do music anymore, but they reunited just last year, and they put out an EP just a couple months ago. So now the Moffitts are back together, and they're doing some touring and stuff, and they're performing their new songs. And I actually like their new songs. They released an EP, like I said, last November, and I actually really like it. They've described their music as being a cross between their rock sound and then their pop sound, and I really like their songs. So the point of this video is really to just suggest a band, um, old and new. They started out as country, so if you like country songs, check out their older stuff when they were kids. And one half of the Moffitts, the brothers Clint and Bob, they actually make a lot of country songs on their own under their own musical act as just the two of them. But I'm really liking the Moffitts' new songs. I actually really like him. So and I understand that they're gonna release a full record at some point, so I'm kind of excited for that. So I just thought I would make aware of this band, the Moffitts, and their new music, and I would also suggest listening to their old music. They got some rock songs, they got some pop songs, power pop, some ballads. I think they got a lot of nice songs to offer, and if you really like harmonies, there's harmonies in basically all of their songs. There's three-part harmonies in most of their songs, and three-part harmonies really does its job. And check out their new EP entitled Chapter 2. There's a playlist on YouTube that features the songs. If not, you can find it on like Deezer. But I'm really liking this EP here, named Chapter 2, and it's direct reference to Chapter 1, so I think that's pretty cool. Yep. Peace and love, guys.